Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyana. Om pārthāya pratibodhitāṃ bhagavata nārayanena svayam vyāsena gratitāṃ purāna munina madhye mahābhāratam advaitāṃ ritavarshiniṃ bhagavatim ashtādashādhyayinim ambatva manusantadhami Bhagavad Gite bhavatveshini. Oh Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva sutam devam kansachanura mardanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 11th adhyaya of Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. And Sri Krishna has made all the ground ready, the pitch is ready, and now the Arjuna is almost to get that blessing, to get that grace of the Lord, of having that vision of the cosmic form of the Lord. Sri Krishna said that in this particular cosmic form that I am going to give you this vision, you will see so many things. You will see this entire creation, you will see all the beginning and sustenance and the destruction part of this creation. You will also see the past, present and future. You will see everything that you want to, wish to see, you desire to see, even those things which you have never experienced before. Those things which you can never even imagine. Such mind-boggling things. Things of manifold colors, things of manifold forms, things of manifold shapes. So many things you are going to see. But only thing is, you won't be able to see it with your physical eyes. These eyes, they have got a very limited scope of operation. The scope of operation of these physical instruments that you have right now in this human body is so limited. The scope of work is extremely limited. So I need to give you some divine inputs for that. And for that, Sri Krishna had said, Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva svachakshusha. Svachakshusha. With your own eyes, with these eyes, svachakshusha, with these physical eyes that you have, it is not possible. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anena eva svachakshusha. It is not possible to bear that vision, to see anything. I may be showing you so many things, but with these eyes, you won't be able to see anything. You will just see me standing in front of you as your friend, as your brother, as your teacher, Sri Krishna. All those things, that cosmic form of mine, that universal form of mine, that Vishwarupa of mine, you won't be able to see. And therefore, what am I going to do? Sri Krishna told Arjuna that Divyam dadami te chakshuhu. I am going to give you that divine chakshuhu, divine eyes, that divine eyesight I am going to give you. And then pashyame yogam aiśhwaram. Then you will be able to see all my play, all my divine glories, all my divine splendors, whatever is there in that cosmic form. See how gracious the Lord is. How compassionate the Lord is. Lord has not only He has accepted Arjuna's request of giving him the vision of the cosmic form. God is, yes, God has already accepted. God has told him, the Lord has told him, I will give you. And look at the compassion, look at the grace, look at the magnanimity of the Lord's eternal divine heart. Lord says, with your physical senses, with your physical eyes, these eyes, it is not possible. So I am going to give you what you need to get, what you need to have to see, to hold that divine form of mine. That also I am going to give you. It is not just that I am going to give you vision of my divine form. My giving you the vision of the divine form with your present eyes is not going to be of any use. You won't be able to understand anything. You won't be able to see any greatness in that form. You won't be able to perceive the divinity. You won't be able to perceive the divine glory, the yogam, aiśhwaram in that cosmic form. Therefore, dadami divyam te chakshu. Therefore, I am going to give you that wonderful divine sight. With the help of that sight, and that sight Sri Krishna is giving not only to Arjuna, Sri Krishna is giving to some other people also. Now, who are the other people? Remember, this Bhagavad Gita, it started off in the first shloka of the Bhagavad Gita, with which this celestial song started. The very first shloka of the Bhagavad Gita is uttered by Dhritarashtra, that blind king, the caretaker king who was not willing to leave the throne. Since Pandu was not able to, after Pandu's death, the Pandavas were very small and there had to be somebody to take care of the kingdom of Hastinapur. So, the brother of Pandu, Dhritarashtra, although he was physically blind, he was, legally okay, he was the first inheritance of the kingdom of Hastinapur, but because of his impairment, because of, he was not able to see, he was born blind. Because of his physical problem, because of his physical blindness, he couldn't sit on the throne of Hastinapur. He couldn't become the king. So Pandu was made the king. After Pandu's death, when there was the question of who will take care of the kingdom of Hastinapur, then Pitamaha Bhishma was actually the rightful owner, the person who could have very well taken care of that kingdom. But Pitamaha Bhishma had given a word to his father, I will never seek the kingdom. Although rightfully, he was the first claimant for the throne of Hastinapur. And therefore, Dhritarashtra was made the king in lieu of no competent person at that point of time, at the time of Pandu's death, who could take the charge. The third brother of Pandu and Dhritarashtra, Vidur, he was highly capable, but Vidur, he was not a legitimate son. He was not a legitimate son of their father. He was a Dasputra. Although he was highly intelligent, he was highly righteous person. Vidur was kept aside and Dhritarashtra was made king. And then this tussle started when the children of Pandu, the Pandavas, 5 Pandavas, and children of Dhritarashtra, the 100 Kauravas, when they grew up, then this tussle started. Dhritarashtra's son said, no, our father is the king, so rightfully the throne should come to us. And they drove away Pandavas out of that kingdom by that cheatfully playing that game of dice, and which Sri Krishna had in fact said that even among all the corrupt practices, I am that game of dice which is played by cheating, by foul means. Even that negative thing, I am. That's what Sri Krishna had said, told us in the Vibhuti Yoga. So anyway, so Dhritarashtra was the king. And since Kauravas, they denied the Pandavas' rightful inheritance of the throne of Hastinapur, this entire issue of the Mahabharata war, the Kurukshetra war came up. Now, all the both the armies, the Pandava and Kaurava, they were standing opposite each other on that battlefield of Kurukshetra, and Dhritarashtra sitting in Hastinapur, he wanted to know what is happening. And Lord, with all his grace, with all his mercy, Lord gave that Divya Drishti to Sanjaya, who was Dhritarashtra's Sarthi. Sanjaya, again, a very highly intelligent, noble, righteous person, although he was on the side of Kauravas. He never, Sanjaya as such per se, he never supported any of the views, the evil views of the Kauravas. Sanjaya was totally unbiased, impartial. And Sanjaya, Lord gave that divine vision, the Divya Drishti to Sanjaya. Sanjaya, sitting in front of Dhritarashtra, could see everything what is happening there on the battlefield. And Dhritarashtra knew this. So Dhritarashtra, that is the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita, where Dhritarashtra is saying, Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamakaha pandavaschaiva kim kurvat Sanjaya. Oh Sanjaya, just tell me, on that battlefield of Kurukshetra, both these armies so eager to fight against each other, so eager to catch each other's throats, so eager to desperately kill each other. So what is happening of my sons, of Pandu's sons, of the Pandava? What are they doing there? Please tell me. Now, Dhritarashtra knew that Sanjaya has God has given this Divya Drishti to Sanjaya. So Sanjaya is sitting there with closed eyes, with full devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. He is viewing everything what is happening, and that's how this entire Bhagavad Gita is being narrated by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. And therefore, the second shloka of the Gita started with Sanjaya saying, Drishtva tu pandavanikam vyudham duryodhanastada acharyam upasangamya raja vachanam pravit. Now, Sanjaya then started narrating whatever is happening. Now, seeing the Pandava army arrayed properly, Prince Duryodhana drew near his preceptor Drona and spoke these words, and that is how the Bhagavad Gita started actually. So, having with this background that the Bhagavad Gita started, now there was need for someone to describe this universal form, to describe this Vishwarupa of the Lord, because Arjuna was overwhelmed by that vision. Arjuna, while having that vision, while partaking, while beholding that Vishwarupa of the great Lord, he was not in a position to describe that vision. So this task again came upon Sanjaya. So Sanjaya, with his great fortune, he was the second viewer of that Vishwarupa of the great Lord. So after Sri Krishna gave that Divya Drishti to Arjuna, gave that divine sight to Arjuna to behold that vision, what happened next? Now it is Sanjay's turn to explain to us. Sanjaya uvācha. Sanjay said, evam uktvā tato rājan mahā-yogeśhvaro hariḥ darśhayām pārthāya paramaṁ rūpam aiśhwaram. Now Sanjay says, look at the great fortune of Sanjay. Although Sri Krishna wanted to give that vision to Arjuna, indirectly Sanjay also was the beneficiary of that wonderful sight of the great cosmic form of the Lord. And now Sanjaya himself, having seen that form, is describing that form to Dhritarashtra. Now the unfortunate part of it, Dhritarashtra is listening to all this dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna. Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. Dhritarashtra is listening. But Dhritarashtra is not only physically blind. It is not just the physical inability with him. Dhritarashtra as a character in the Mahabharata is blind all around. He has lost not only the sense of sight, he has also lost his sense of discrimination. He has also lost the sense of buddhi, of understanding, knowing what is right, what is wrong, what is real, what is unreal. And therefore, knowing that his children, Duryodhana and company, they are all doing great evils, great wrongs, this fatherly heart of his, so-called fatherly heart, is not able to prevent them from doing all those wrongs. He is not able to prevent them, to even tell them, my children, don't do this, this is not good. Because he has lost his sense of knowing, understanding what is good, what is bad. Like a meek father, he is just allowing his sons to go on with their wretched ways, to go on with their evil ways. So whatever dialogue till the Vibhuti Yoga has happened, Dhritarashtra has listened to everything, but there is hardly any impact on the mind of Dhritarashtra. Like Arjuna, after having listened to all that great discourse on the Vibhuti Yoga, on the yoga of divine manifestations, he said, Lord, now all my confusions are destroyed. All my illusions, they have perished. You have made my vision so clear now that I am not just satisfied with the words. Now I want to see you, and that's how started the Vibhuti, the Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga. And now Sri Krishna is showing that cosmic form to Arjuna. Sri Krishna is showing that cosmic form to Sanjaya, and Sanjaya explaining, narrating that cosmic vision that he is having to Dhritarashtra. But there is no effect of those words of listening to that cosmic vision, that cosmic form of the Lord. There is no effect on Dhritarashtra. So Sanjaya says, evam uktvā tato rājan mahā-yogeśhvaro hariḥ. O Rajan, O King, having spoken those words, the mahā-yogeśhvara Hari, the great Lord of the Yoga, Hari, that is Krishna, what he did? Darshayām pārthāya paramaṁ rūpam aiśhwaram. Darshayām. Darshayām is, he just showed, exhibited that paramaṁ rūpam aiśhwaram, that grand supreme form of the divine splendor, of that divine yoga, of that divine the splendor as such. All that divine glory that the Lord has, all that divine manifestation that the Lord has. Darshayām pārthāya. He showed, he exhibited that form to Partha, to the son of Partha, that is Arjuna. So this is what now Sanjaya has spoken to Dhritarashtra. Now Sanjaya is going to explain the vision in details. So with this 9th shloka, there is introduction to what Sri Krishna has shown to Arjuna. And this Sanjaya has started this narration talking to Dhritarashtra. So that was the 9th shloka of the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The words of Sanjaya, who also is the beneficiary of this celestial divine vision of the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.